Yo, what's good YouTube? This is Dominique, aka Mr. Kid Thunder 2, coming back at you guys again for yet another video. So today what I'm gonna talk about is day 15 out of 19 days. I'm gonna correct the days because I'm going with 19. There was added on days because of this last weekend, and I added a day for me being here. So that's how I came to 22 instead of 19. But God willing, I'm not here 22 days, but it is possible. Because today we had some problems today, guys. We definitely had some problems today. So let me go over how today went. I got up, went to formation. We ran down about a mile from the company barracks. Of course, I don't live in the barracks, but it's about a mile from the barracks to the hangar. We got to the hangar, we did rig X. Rig X is hooking up your rucksack and your Molly C or your Mall C. I don't really know what it's called, but that is basically your weapons case. It carries your weapon, but for us, it just has a piece of wood in it. When you do combat jumps, what you do is you eject your ruck, you drop that down, and the hook pile tape lowering line is about 15 feet in length, and then you jettison your weapons carrying case too to the side of you. So in airborne school, you have to do 5 qualifying jumps. 2 of them have to be combat jumps, right? And so combat jumps basically mean your ruck and your that weapons, that Molly C, I don't really know what they called it, but I just know it as a weapons carrying case. Carries your weapon. Ours has a plank in it, and a normal one would have weapon. I actually looked it up because I wanted to see if they really did have the M4s or the M16s inside of there. So then I looked up some videos of the 82nd doing a movement, and I saw them doing mass exit, and they had, you know, real weapons inside of it. So true enough. So we're doing rig X. It took me a long time to do mine, mainly because I had problems with the straps getting all turned and turned around, and yeah, just a lot of problems. just a little bit too many problems. Look, took me a little bit too long. Let's just put it like that. It took me a little bit too long to make sure I was actually getting it done. Other than that, though, after that was done, we went outside. We did mock doors on the C-17 and the C-130. Mock doors basically means going through a training apparatus that is similar to the actual bird that we will be riding in the air, right? So we did that. Then we did pre-jump. Pre-jump basically just goes over everything that, you know, you should know before flying. You know, how to emergencies, water, electrical line, tree. I think it went over some slips. Slipping again is pulling the loops in the opposite direction of the wind. So if the wind's blowing left, I pull right to go against the wind to slow down my approach. You know, either way, that's just stuff you learn in airborne. We did just basic stuff. Pre-jump is something you do before every jump, even in regular units. That's what they explained to us. So hopefully it's still the same. And then we probably went into the harness shed about 8:30, 9 o'clock, and then we donned our main pair. Oh, no. After we did pre-jump, we came back inside, then we went to this thing called CNI, and that's where we drew our main and our reserve parachutes. And then we, oh my gosh, this was funny. It's reminded me of basic training. So they had all the black hats. Black hats are people that teach airborne school or their jump masters. They had them all lined up from CNI to the harness shed, and then inside of the harness shed, corralling us in and yelling at us, hurry up, run, faster, faster. I just felt like I was back in basic training again, guys. That's really what I felt like. I really felt like I was back. I was like, dog, and we carrying this 35-pound main chute. I'm carrying this thing on my shoulders, and I'm thinking, okay, you know, if I could just throw it on my back right quick, carry my reserve, you know, by the handle, then I'd be good. But that's not what happened. They said, throw it on your shoulder, carry this in your hand, and run. It had to have been about maybe I don't know. It was felt long, and it felt like basic training. I felt like I lied to you not. I felt like it was a mini shark attack, you know. Because that's what it felt like basic training. When we got off the bus, they were just yelling. It was going crazy. I kind of felt like it again. Yelling. They were just going crazy. And I was like, for no reason. But I understand why they were trying to speed up the process. Because the longer it takes us, is the longer the process is going to be. Little to what anybody knew, we weren't going to jump anyway because of the wind. But practice builds character, right? Right. So either way, Alpha Company's still the best. We still have all the best cadres, so that's all that matters. Especially first platoon. So anyway, we came inside, we donned our parachutes reserves, and we waited for about 6 hours to not jump because of the wind. And that was it. We saw the Air Force pilots come in, and they did this. I don't know. They came in, and I realized why I didn't join the Air Force and be an officer in the Air Force. They came in like, I don't know, like, I just didn't like it. I don't know. I wasn't feeling the way they entered the hangar, entered out of the hangar. Like, I don't know. If you guys see it, like the way they come in, the Air Force guys that are pilots, it just, I don't know. I just wasn't feeling it personally. It felt like, I don't know. It was just weird. It was just a little. It was off to me. It was just off. It was off. It was off feeling to me. But that's it. Then basically it was like at 15 flat. They called it and they bust us back, and here I am, not at Zaxby's, eating food out my little fridge, trying to lose up all my little groceries that I still have in my house, my apartment. So if anybody has any questions, comments, concerns, you guys know you can leave me a comment or hit me up on Instagram at KIDTHNDR2 or my Snapchat at KLOP95. And for all those people that are somehow finding my channel, I don't understand why you would look up Airborne School when you're in Airborne School. But shout out to everybody that actually saw me and that knows me in my platoon. Because a couple people have walked up and said, hey, I know who you really are. I was like, wow, okay, who am I really? It's like, you're Kid Thunder 2. I was like, oh, wow. Oh, snap. My secret identity has been exposed. Anyway, again, if you guys need me, you guys can catch me on those social media handles or leave a comment or a message and I will get back to you. Anyway, I'm Kid Thunder 2, aka, or I'm Dominique, aka Mr. Kid Thunder 2, and I'm out, guys.